In one of my videos in Destiny Decoded, I mentioned a technique about balancing the 5 elements. So today I'm going to take it forward and I'm going to actually talk about it in detail in this video. And some of my YouTube followers requested me to talk about that technique in detail. So that's how I'm making up this video today. And मैंने सोचा पंच तत्वों के बीच में रह के ही क्यों ना मैं उनके बारे में बात करूं. That will be the best way to describe them, isn't it? तो चलिए बात करते हैं, but not now, not here, because it's pretty humid here. What I'm going to do, I'll also go inside and we'll talk about it. And here I am, Reena Sharma, your Astro advisor, and I welcome you to Paramaksha Astrology. And as I said, it was very humid outside, so I thought of coming inside the house. And because we are in the house, it doesn't mean that we can't balance all the 5 elements. I'll tell you a shortcut in which you're going to balance the 5 elements in the comfort of your homes. And before we move ahead and talk about the real technique of balancing the 5 elements and technique of achieving whatever we want, why don't we just ponder? Let me just ask you, have you ever noticed when you meet a person, sometimes you just want to meet that person again and again and again, because you find that person positive and you get a lot of positivity from that person. And sometimes we meet certain individuals जिनके साथ रह के या बात करके we feel as if they're sucking on our energies. We feel too drained, we feel too tired, and we just don't want to be around. It's all because of the magnetic field that they have around them. It's all because of the aura that they have. We all have magnetic field. I have talked about it in the last video called Destiny Decoded. उसमें मैंने कहा था कि सबके पास मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होता है. We all are magnets. All of us want to be around positive people, dynamic people, and people from whom we get something, जिनसे हमें कुछ मिलता है और हम उनके जैसा बनना चाहते हैं. How do we do that? Since we are here to explore about the synchronization of the bodily energies with the universal energies which are present in the universe, so let's go ahead and talk about Panch Mahabhutas or Panch Tattvas or 5 elements that we all are made up of. And these 5 elements are water element, air element, fire element, earth element, and space element. How do we get energies from the environment which work for us? I'm going to explain this technique or this process to you in a very easy, logical, and very, very scientifically proven way. So I'm going to tell this to you in a very simple manner. आपने कभी देखा है people who are very impressive, people who are very attractive, उन्हें ज़्यादा opportunities मिलती हैं? Do you want to be a part of that niche? अब इस point पे मैं बात करूँगी उस concept की जो मैंने Destiny Decoded वाले वीडियो में आप लोगों को बताया था. That is, Destiny gives us first opportunity on the platter and we take it and then we do whatever we want to do with that opportunity. Are we trying to make it the turning point in our life, or do we have the skills and the training for that? That is what I'm going to talk about now in this video. देखिए, अभी तक मैंने आपको बहुत बार बोल दिया पंच तत्व, 5 elements, कैसे बैलेंस करें, क्या करें. अब मैं आपको एक एक करके एक एक एलिमेंट के बारे में पहले बताऊंगी, समझाऊंगी how you can recognize कि ये कौन से इंडिविजुअल में कौन सा एलिमेंट ज़्यादा प्रीडोमिनेंट है. एंड देन आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द रेमेडियल मेजर्स कि आप कैसे उसे अपने ही घर में बैठे बैठे बैलेंस कर सकते हैं और जितना हो सके फ़ायदा उठा सकते हैं. और ये मैं आपको अभी राइट अवे बताने वाली हूँ. हम में से शायद किसी ने भी ये नोटिस नहीं किया होगा that we all are using all the 5 elements in our daily lives. These 5 elements are always around us. अगर आप देखें तो पानी आपके घर में है, हवा हम सब ब्रीद इन करते हैं, और स्काई इज ऑलवेज देयर, एंड अर्थ एलिमेंट यू ऑल मस्ट बी हैविंग प्लांट्स इन योर हाउस, या फ्रूट्स हैं या सब्जियां हैं, ये सब अर्थ एलिमेंट को डिपिक्ट करती हैं. एंड फायर, हम सबके घर में गैस स्टोव्स हैं, गैस बर्नर्स हैं, हम सब खाना बनाते हैं, हम सबके घर में पूजा होती है. So when we talk about these 5 elements, they are all imbibed in our lives. हम सबके लाइफ में ये 5 elements हैं. अब ये हमारे कस्टम्स और कल्चर्स में फ्रॉम द एंशियंट टाइम है, पुराने समय से ये चले आ रहे हैं. आप देखेंगे कि हमेशा घरों में तुलसी का पौधा लगाया जाता था. कोई ना कोई होली वाटर घर में रखा जाता था। आप किसी भी कल्चर के हों, आप किसी भी रिलीजन के हों, अगर आप हिंदू हैं तो आप गंगा जल रखेंगे, अगर आप क्रिश्चियन हैं तो आप होली वाटर रखेंगे चर्च से लाया हुआ, मक्का मदीना से लाया हुआ आप जो प्योर वाटर है या होली वाटर है वो आप लोगों के घर में मिलेगा। पानी हर पूजा में, हर कल्चर में यूज होता है। सिमिलरली आग भी हर कल्चर, हर कस्टम में यूज होती है। वाटर क्या है? Water is flowy. It's always flowing like this. So when it's flowy, it makes its own path. इसका मतलब पानी हर जगह एडजस्ट हो जाता है। इसका मतलब उसको हम कैश फ्लो भी कह सकते हैं। आपके घर में आने वाला कैश फ्लो, आपके इमोशंस, आपके रिलेशंस जिस पे बेस्ड हैं, आप किस तरीके से रिएक्ट करते हैं, आप कितने वॉलेटाइल हैं, कितने वल्नरेबल हैं, ये सब कुछ आपके वाटर एलिमेंट पे डिपेंड करता है। और वाटर एलिमेंट हमारा नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन है। नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन में अगर हम किसी वाटर एलिमेंट को बैलेंस कर दें तो आप सोचिए आपके घर में कैश फ्लो कितना स्मूथली आएगा, आपके फाइनेंशियल क्रंच या आपका फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम हमेशा के लिए खत्म हो जाएगा या शायद कभी आए ही ना, अगर वो ऑलरेडी बैलेंस्ड है आपके घर में। सो वाटर एलिमेंट इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू बैलेंस। अब वो कैसे करना है वो मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगी। लाइक आई सेड, रेमेडियल मेजर्स मैं बाद में बताऊंगी। वाटर के बाद आता है एयर। व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द एयर एलिमेंट, व्हाट इज एयर एलिमेंट? एयर एलिमेंट इज खुशबू, मतलब आपकी फेम खुशबू की तरह फैले, आपको लोग जाने, यू बिकम नोन, यू बिकम अ पर्सनैलिटी। वो आपके एयर एलिमेंट को बैलेंस करने से होता है। और एयर एलिमेंट कौन से डायरेक्शन में होता है? दैट इज इन द वेस्ट डायरेक्शन। तो अगर आप वेस्ट डायरेक्शन को बैलेंस करते हैं और अपने एयर एलिमेंट को बैलेंस करते हैं बाय डूइंग अ लॉट ऑफ ब्रीदिंग, आप बहुत सारी ब्रीदिंग करते हैं, जब आप बहुत ब्रेथ वर्क करते हैं या आप बहुत ज़्यादा नेचर के पास रहते हैं, तो आप देखेंगे कि आपका ऑरा, आपकी पर्सनालिटी, आपका फेस, आपका जो ओवरऑल पर्सोना है, दैट बिकम्स वेरी ग्लोई, दैट बिकम्स वेरी वेरी charismatic and people get mesmerized by you। और क्योंकि ये सारे के सारे 5 एलिमेंट्स इंटरलिंक्ड हैं, तो जब हम वाटर से एयर में आते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं? वाटर इज मेड अप ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड हाइड्रोजन, दैट इज H2O। सो लाइक आई सेड, when we breathe in a lot of oxygen, then our air element becomes stronger, it becomes balanced। Similarly, जब हम पानी देते हैं पौधों को तो क्या होता है? Plants grow, so that growth is the attribute of air element। You grow when you have a balanced air element। That is why we say plants grow करते हैं, plants हमें growth देते हैं, plants हमें oxygen देते हैं। If the air element is balanced in your house or in your office, you will see that you will have sudden growth. People will be very much interested in talking to you. They will find you very interesting and entertaining. You will be a great communicator. You will grow in everything. Your social, financial and your physical aspects all will grow. अगर आप ऑफिस में हैं तो your connects will grow, your organization will grow. You will grow as a person with the organization. Your skill sets are going to grow there. So air element is an element which you need to balance if you need to grow in life. So now let's talk about the third element of the creation cycle, which is fire. We all have fire in our houses in the form of gas stove. Gas stove is a very very common fire element which is seen in all the houses. So people who have a balanced fire element in them or in their houses or in their offices have a great persona. People are mesmerized by them. Everybody wants to talk to them. Everybody is in awe of them. People get awestruck when they talk about or when they talk to a person whose fire element is very balanced. And that person attracts fame. That person becomes very popular in a positive way. So, fire element is something that is highly important in each individual's life to be balanced. If you must have noticed, we all are trying to balance the fire element in our house, although it's in a very very small percentage. It's just 4%, which is, if you talk about the whole combo of all the 5 elements, it is just 4%. But that little 4% is extremely important, because जब तक आपके अंदर फायर एलिमेंट है, जब तक आप गर्म हैं, तब तक आप जिंदा हैं। The moment आप कहते हैं ना कि आप ठंडे पड़ गए, मतलब there is no life, there is no fire in you. So fire element keeps you going, that keeps you alive. That's highly important. इसीलिए आप देखेंगे सब घरों में, किसी घर में दिया जलता है, किसी घर में कैंडल जलती है. If you are a Christian, it will be candles. If you are a Muslim, it will be incense, अगरबत्तियाँ. If you are a Hindu, it will be दिया. So सब जगह फायर एलिमेंट को बैलेंस किया जाता है, हर घर में. And that is why we have gas stoves also. But the thing is, how do we have it balanced? That is the point. That is something that I'm going to talk about later. अभी हम बात करेंगे अगले एलिमेंट की in the creation cycle, which is earth element. So when we talk about the earth element keeps you stable. Earth is stable. आपने देखा है कभी अर्थ को, धरती को हिलते हुए, शेक करते हुए? Never. So earth is stable. आपको स्टेबिलिटी अगर चाहिए तो आपका अर्थ एलिमेंट बैलेंस्ड होना चाहिए. जिन लोगों का अर्थ एलिमेंट बैलेंस्ड होता है, they are very very strong, they are very very stable in their organizations, in their skill sets, in their approach towards life, और उन्हें कोई शेक नहीं कर पाता. उनकी बातों में बहुत वजन होता है. They are very impactful. People listen to them. People follow them. So that is how earth element again becomes a very important and very crucial element to be balanced in each one of us. That is why in pujas, in all sorts of religious ceremonies, we use flowers, we use fruits. They are nothing but earth elements. We are imbibing or inculcating earth element in our activities, in our daily activities, in our pujas. Now it's the last element, that is the space element. कुछ लोग इसे ether भी कहते हैं, sky भी कहते हैं और आकाश भी कहते हैं. So space element is all about your intuitions, your intuitiveness, your imaginations, your visualizations. How do you see life? How do you think about it? How do you plan for it? Your strategies, your plannings, whatever goes on in your mind related to your future, you just imagine, you visualize things. When someone's space element is very very strong or very balanced, you will get to know by just knowing that person, if that person is very intuitive, if that person's visualization is great, if that person is a great planner. So and how is space element represented? It's represented by sounds. Sound can be anything. चाहे वो शंखनाद हो, it's a sound of a conch, it's a sound of waves, which you are just listening and which you are just, observing within yourself, and you are absorbing also within yourself. Those sounds are pulling you, or rather I would say those sounds are pulling you towards the universe and the universe towards you. They are basically interconnecting our bodily thoughts and the universal thoughts together. Sound is something which is very very important in connecting, in building that connection with the universe up there. Space element को balance करना बहुत ही आसान है. Just by singing aloud, just by listening to the sounds of nature, just by meditating a lot, just by hearing your own breath, you can actually balance the space element. That is why, have you ever heard people like Julia Roberts, Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, why did they come to India? Just to meditate and get those 5 elements balanced. And once they did it, you know what they achieved in life. They just came out with an idea which was very very inventive, very very new, and because it was a very innovative idea, they became very famous in the world. So basically all these 5 elements, when they are balanced and when they are interlinked, you can achieve the impossible. Anybody can achieve the impossible, whether it's you, me, or any third person. And like I said, meditation is one way of balancing these 5 elements, but there are other ways too. If we talk about water, as I said, is north direction. So if you want to balance your water element in the house, in your office, in yourself, what you need to do is put a small water fountain in the north direction. Just switch it on for some time, let the water flow, and if you do that on a daily basis, your cash flow and your emotional flow, all the flows in your life, in your house, in your office are going to be balanced. And one more thing, you should never disrespect water. You should never waste water. If you want to drink water, take only that much of water in the glass, the amount that you're going to actually consume. Do not take water more than what you need. आप ज़्यादा पानी भरेंगे ग्लास में और फिर आपने थोड़ा पी लिया और थोड़ा छोड़ दिया, फेंक दिया. That's how you are insulting water. That's how you are wasting water. Never waste water if you want a good cash flow in your lives. दूसरी चीज, हम आते हैं एयर एलिमेंट पे. When we talk about the air element या वायु तत्व, उसके लिए हमें क्या करना है? So for balancing your air element, you need to plant trees because, like I said, the attribute of plants is growth. So if you need growth in your life, plant trees, and they should be planted or to be put in the right direction, which is east. So see, here I have plants on the eastern side. This depicts growth. But it doesn't mean that you're just planting the trees and leaving it on someone else to take care of them. No, you need to take care of those plants yourself. You need to water them yourself. Take care of them the way you take care of a living being. That's how you're going to balance the growth aspect of your life, the air aspect, the air element or the vayu tattva in your life. Now we come to fire element or agni tattva. Fire element को हम कैसे balance करेंगे? See, we don't have to waste electricity. If we are wasting electricity in our homes or in our offices, पंखे चल रहे हैं, ACs चल रहे हैं, nobody is sitting there and it's just being wasted, that means you are wasting your fire element. You're wasting the fire that you have within. उससे आपका metabolism affect होगा, उससे आपकी immunity system affect होगी. You don't even realize. If we do that, हमारा fire element हमारी bodies में, हमारे houses में, हमारे offices में imbalance हो जाता है. Now let's talk about the earth element, that is पृथ्वी तत्व. अगर हमें अपना पृथ्वी तत्व को बैलेंस करना है, अपने घरों में, अपने ऑफिसेज में, अपने खुद के अंदर, then what we need to do? We need to just keep our surroundings clean. That's it. हमें अपनी surroundings को साफ रखना है, हमें मदर अर्थ को रिस्पेक्ट करना है, हमें मदर अर्थ को क्लीन रखना है. मतलब हम कहीं पे भी कचरा पड़ा हुआ देखें, there is something which somebody has thrown, some litter, some garbage, something, we just have to pick it up and throw it in the dustbin, and we have to imagine, we have to program our mind that we are picking up a problem that is created by someone else and we are throwing it in the bin, saying that I am picking up that problem and I am sorting it out and I'm throwing it. Now I am not having that problem anymore. That's how we are clearing the earth element. That is, we are balancing it, and that's how we will be doing very good in our lives. और space element के लिए तो मैंने पहले ही कहा sounds. अगर आप सिर्फ अपने आप को 5 मिनट या 10 मिनट दिन में एक बार दें and try to be with the nature, in the nature, आप सिर्फ आंखें बंद करके अपने चारों तरफ की साउंड सुनिए. साउंड से मेरा मतलब ये नहीं है कि कुकर की सीटी बज रही है और डोरबेल और फोन की बेल. नो नो नो, आई डोंट मीन दैट. व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज साउंड्स ऑफ नेचर. अगर कहते हैं, ऐसा मैंने पढ़ा है कहीं, अगर आप 5 साउंड सुन लेते हैं, ओनली 5 साउंड्स ऑफ नेचर, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल chirping of bird or just humming of a bee, something like that, ऐसे 5 साउंड्स अगर आप सुन लेते हैं एक दिन में या कभी भी, मतलब मैं कोशिश करती हूँ रोज, पर मैं अब तक 3-4 से ज्यादा आगे नहीं बढ़ पाई, बट अगर कोई 5 साउंड्स एक साथ सुन लेता है, इसका मतलब all the 5 elements in that person or around that person are balanced. So that always balances your space element if you are with the nature and trying to listen to those natural sounds. अब टाइम आता है उस doable shortcut का जो मैंने शुरू में mention किया था. I'll tell you a very doable, very easy way of balancing your elements in the comfort of your homes. How? Okay, you just create a space for yourself. Maybe a home office or a room where you are having a table to work upon. कुछ भी आप अपना एक कॉर्नर सिलेक्ट करिए, अपना एक स्पेस बनाइए घर में, और वहाँ ये कुछ जो चीज़ें मैं बता रही हूँ ऐसे आप प्लेस करिए, और फिर आप देखिएगा कि वो कितना ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट डालेगा आपकी लाइफ पे और आपके नेचुरल टेम्परामेंट में, बिहेवियर में. यू क्रिएट अ प्लेस देयर जहाँ आपको ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं कोई डील करूँ तो वो ऐसे क्रैक हो जाए, मैं कोई भी काम करूँ वो बहुत स्मूथली हो जाए. सो लेट्स क्रिएट अ स्पेस विच विल मेक यू अचीव everything and anything that you want in life by creating a very balanced magnetic field and a great aura. तो हम क्या करेंगे? We are going to place a small fountain in the north direction, which we are going to run for some time, like I mentioned before. We are going to place plants on the eastern side. चाहे वो छोटा सा एक प्लांटर ही हो, आप ईस्ट साइड में रखते हैं उसको. And that is for what? जो प्लांटर हम वहाँ रखेंगे, that is for great communication and your relationship with the clients or with the people that you are dealing with. And हमने जो water element रखा, वो आपके cash flow को adjust करने के लिए, balance करने के लिए. मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया. हम plants को east side में क्यों रखते हैं? Because east में sun उगता है, sun rises there. और sun का क्या मतलब है? What does that depict? Sun means सुबह हो गई, काम पे चलो. That means you have to go out and earn your living. So that is why planters in the east direction are going to create communication, relationship, and that social networking. So that's going to help you that way. Now, अगर हम अपने fire element को balance करना चाहते हैं, we will put some red color objects in the south or the southeast direction. अगर red color object नहीं है, तो हम वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा दिया जला सकते हैं, candle जला सकते हैं. By doing so, you are going to make yourself mesmerizing. People will be mesmerized by your persona, your personality. They will be highly impressed by you. And when you are attractive, you create and you attract more opportunities as well. So it's going to give you that charm, that glow on the skin, and that mesmerizing persona. And how do we balance our earth element? By placing our safe. As per Vastu, अगर आप notice करें, साउथ वेस्ट डायरेक्शन में हमें कहा जाता है हम अपनी सेफ बनाएं. वहाँ पे हम प्रॉपर्टी डॉक्यूमेंट्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स, आवर ज्वेलरी, एनीथिंग व्हिच इज वैल्यूएबल, जेम्स, गोल्ड, व्हाटएवर वी वांट टू कीप, वी कीप इन द साउथ वेस्ट डायरेक्शन. क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं वो हमारे पास स्टेबल रहे, वो हमारे पास हमेशा रहे, कभी जाए ना. दैट इज वाई साउथ वेस्ट डायरेक्शन में वी पुट ऑल दीज थिंग्स, वी प्लेस ऑल दीज थिंग्स to give the stability factor to our finances and to our life. So to balance your space element, west side, west direction and northwest direction are highly important. If you sit in west direction and strategize something, plan something, make a plan, become more intuitive, you will see, you will realize that your intuitions, your intuitive power, your imagination, your visualization is way better than the way it is usually. So west direction में बैठ के आप कुछ भी सोचें, कुछ भी लिखें, आपको कोई बुक लिखनी है, आपको कुछ प्लान करना है, कुछ स्ट्रेटेजाइज करना है, तो west direction is the best direction. But as per some people, you must have heard north and northeast are two entrances which are supposed to be very good. They are supposed to be the best. पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. If we introduce astrology and vastu and rather we should combine them, तो आपके horoscope के हिसाब से maybe अगर आपका मंगल बहुत strong है, बहुत superb है आपके horoscope में, तो आपके लिए south direction entrance भी बहुत अच्छा हो सकता है. So it's not just the north or the northeast. It's just that you need to have knowledge about it, or you need to have some guidance from someone knowledgeable and someone genuine, जो आपको बिल्कुल genuinely advise करे. तो आप एस्ट्रो एंड वास्तु को कंबाइन करके अपने लिए इन 5 एलिमेंट्स को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से बैलेंस करवा सकते हैं और आप बहुत अच्छी तरीके से अपनी लाइफ को डील कर सकते हैं. ट्राई आउट दीज चेंजेस, दीज टिप्स इन योर ऑफिसेज, इन योर होम्स, इन योर लाइफ्स फॉर मोर देन 21 days, बिकॉज एज पर द रिसर्च आवर माइंड्स टेक 21 days or more to reprogram itself. So we need to reprogram our brain. We need to tell our mind, we need to train our mind that okay, these are the vibes or these are the magnetic field or the frequencies which you need to attract, and that's how you need to do it. So अगर आप ऐसा करते हैं तो आप बहुत बड़ा change देखेंगे, एक miraculous change देखेंगे अपनी life में. I know there are certain people who do not believe in astrology, who do not believe in vastu. But what I tell you is, just try it out. Why not? If you do that, if you try it, there's nothing to lose. Then might as well try it. Because in any case, to grow in life, we need to reprogram our brain. And once we reprogram our brain, we change our lives for the good. Because I said, destiny is going to give that first stroke of opportunity just once. It's up to you. How do you use it? And use it to have a big turning point in your lives. It can be a big turning point in your lives. So try it out. Here I take your leave and I'll see you next time. And if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe my channel. I'm just noticing बहुत सारे views आ रहे हैं, but subscriptions काफी कम हैं. So please go ahead and subscribe my channel and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you get the notification of the uploading of the next upcoming video. So now you have a beautiful day. See you next time. Namaskar.